today I'm doing a first impressions on this baby right here. It is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer, and I bought this yesterday. So I figured I would try it out, let you know what I think, and do like a first impressions video on it. So if you want to know what I think about this concealer and how it wears throughout the day, keep watching. So here is the concealer that I'm going to be reviewing for you. It's the new Tarte concealer. It's called the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. And a little bit about the product. Essentially, it's supposed to be a concealer that you can use for contouring, highlighting. I just bought a light shade and I'm going to be testing it out on my under eyes. I'm going to do some highlighting and covering up my dark circles. And basically I'm going to be testing this to see how it wears on the skin, what the finish is, and if it creases or not. I think what I'm going to do is just use the concealer on this side of my face, on the left, and then on my right side I'm going to put it on my skin, and then I'm also going to set it to see how that makes a difference. First thing I noticed about this concealer is that it is a huge concealer, and then when I opened it up, you can also see that the brush is gigantic. It is a huge concealer. I think it's because you're supposed to be able to use it for contouring and highlighting, so you might need more product than if you're just concealing your under eyes. And so I decided to compare this to my normal concealer that I use every day, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. And as you can see, this one looks tiny compared to this one. Like, it's like a little baby concealer. So basically, I'm not comparing these two. I just wanted to show you the size. The Urban Decay Naked Skin has 0.16 ounces, and this is about, it's like 0.3, yeah, it's 0.338 ounces. So you get a lot of product for this. The packaging is also really cute. I like the gold top. It's like really nice looking, if that matters to you at all. I don't know. So basically, I am just going to try this out. I'm going to blend it in with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I have my face primed, and then I have my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation on, and then I did my brows too, because going on camera with no brows might be a little frightening for the viewers, so I did my brows. You're welcome. So I am just going to try this out. Like I said, I'm not gonna set this side. I am gonna set this side with my Urban Decay Naked Skin loose powder. So here we go. Ooh, a lot of product comes out on this. I'm gonna wipe it because that's gonna be thick. Okay, so now I look nuts. I look like the girl from Atlantis with the face paint. That's how I'm looking right now. Cute. So now I'm going to blend it in with my sponge. And I noticed, like I said, a lot of product comes out on this. So you probably want to wipe off the brush before you apply, because you'll get a thick layer. But overall, it smells really nice. That was the first thing I noticed. It has a very fresh scent. It doesn't smell like super makeup-y or gross or anything. So that was nice. And now we're gonna see how this blends in. I'm just gonna do a little bit more right underneath my eyes, because it's creasing just a little bit. Okay, so overall first impressions, I really like the finish of the concealer. It's not sliding around, it's not greasy or anything, but it still looks luminous and glowy, which is nice. I don't really find that any of my other concealers do that, at least initially. It got tacky really quickly, so don't let it sit on your face, because I feel like it would dry down and you wouldn't be able to blend it. So blend it out with a sponge immediately once you put it on your face. It is creasing a little bit underneath my eyes, but my eyes are really creasy, so that's gonna happen. But yeah, I think overall it's really pretty. It works really well. It's a really nice highlighting concealer. So now I'm just going to take my Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Light. We're just going to take this, I'm going to take a little bit on my sponge and just pat it on. Okay, I've noticed that this side, the powder has, as it always does, dulled the shine a little bit, but it still looks luminous, which I like. And this side doesn't look too bad. It is, like I said, creasing a little bit more than this side because I said it, but we shall see how it wears throughout the day. I'm going to go do the rest of my makeup, and then I will check back in, and then I will wear it throughout the day and check in throughout the day. So see you in a bit. So I just finished my makeup. I just did a smoky orange and blue eye that I'm actually really liking. I think it turned out nicely. But the concealer is doing well. It is creasing. I've noticed it's creasing more than my Urban Decay concealer usually does straight off the bat, but it's nothing terrible. I don't really see that big of a difference with creasing between the side that I set and the side that I didn't. So now it is about 1:15. I am going to be out running some errands, doing some household chores and stuff. So I will check back in probably 3 hours or so and let you guys know how it's holding up. So see you in a bit. Hey guys, so it is about 4 o'clock. I have been, what did I do? I ran some errands. I cleaned my room, kind of. All of my clothes are shoved on the other side of the camera so you can't see them. So I've been moving around. I was out of the house for a while. I did some chores, and I just wanted to check back in on the concealer. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see. So as you can see, this side that I haven't set, it feels a little bit greasy almost, and I can feel it kind of starting to melt off a little bit, but you can also see that it's creasing right here. It's creasing pretty bad, but this side is better. It's creasing a little bit, but that's always going to happen with me because I do have creasy under eyes, but not as bad, and it's definitely staying on. So at this point, I definitely would not wear it again without setting. I rarely wear concealer without setting it first. I'm just doing it, I just did it today for the purposes of trying out the new concealer. But this side is looking pretty good. It's still a little bit dewy. You can kind of see my highlight picking up here, but under my eye still feels dewy without being greasy. This side, like I said, is a little bit greasy. Not too bad though, but you can I can kind of feel it melting off my face, like a little bit. I have a feeling, a hunch, that by the end of the day, this side is not gonna look good at all. But this side, I'm pretty happy with. I think that it's doing well. At this point, I would not put it above the Urban Decay Naked Skin just at this point in the day after what, like 3.5 hours of wear. But yeah, that's my check-in. I'll check in another probably 3 or 4 hours to clean the kitchen, probably read for a little while, and then I'm going out to dinner later this evening to get Mexican food, which I'm very excited about because who doesn't like Mexican food? Mexican food is like my ride or die. I will eat it literally every day. But that's what I'll be doing this evening, and then I will check back in when I get home before I take my makeup off, because I'm probably going to take my makeup off early tonight because I'm not doing anything. Okay, I will see you in a bit. I came back into my room to finish filming the last part of this video, and I found this. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? You are such a pig! Nice bag of barbecue chips, just casually destroyed. Where are the chips, Poppy? Where'd they go? She doesn't even care. Guys, so sorry if the light is getting a little dim. The sun is going down, or starting to. It's like getting cloudy and the sun's going down. It is 8:18 p.m., but I just wanted to do a final check-in, so I'll zoom you guys in. So as you can see, it is creasing on both, and on this eye you can kind of see my dark circles starting to appear again. I do think that this side stayed better with the powder. It's actually not that bad. It is kind of creping underneath my eye, and this side is kind of gone. So overall, I would definitely say that the side that I set held up pretty well. As you can see, there was a little bit of creasing happening, but that's always going to happen with me. I feel like this side, well, there was a lot of creasing, and my dark circles are kind of making an appearance, so this side was kind of bad. I would definitely recommend setting it with a powder if you're going to use it. Overall, I feel like it's a good concealer. I don't like it more than I like the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, but there are a couple trade-offs. I mean, the amount of product you get is a lot more. The price is slightly lower, but I feel like the finishes are very similar. They're like a natural finish, not super matte, not super dewy. I do feel like the Tarte one worked really well for highlighting. I do recommend for the Tarte one, at least what I found, it would be helpful to conceal your dark circles with a different concealer first and then use it to highlight, because it did not stay really opaque in covering up my dark circles all day, which I do find that my Urban Decay one does. So that's a little bit of a trade-off. But as far as using it as a highlighting and contouring product, I feel like it would work well. I think that the formula is good for a highlight and a contour. So I may just end up picking up the dark shade to contour with. I feel like it's a good product. And overall, if you're looking for a nice highlighting concealer, I would give this a thumbs up. Although I do like the Urban Decay Naked Skin a little bit more. But I am a fan of this concealer. I will continue to use it. I will let you know if my opinions on it change, because like I said, this was my first impressions. So things could change very quickly. That is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe for more videos. See you later.
High volume, high volume, high volume.